Hey guys, Sawtelle here. Now, as you know, as in my previous video, I have something big happening this month. But now I want to tell you about something that's really interesting. Now, I did predict that the merger of Viacom and CBS would come true, and it did. It actually did come true. So, good kratos on that. However, recently, in the week of September, I found some more exciting news. It seems that Viacom's net. It seems that Viacom's that's the quiet. It seems that Viacom and CBS are going to get the Miramax library. Now let's see. Now I got these. Now the reason. This is an article I found on Deadline. It says Viacom in the lead for Miramax library. Lionsgate withdraws bid. This is from Anthony D. Alessandro. He's an editorial director at Box Office Editor. And this is a picture from the hit movie Pulp Fiction, directed by Quentin Tarantino and starring John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, and Uma Thurman. Yes. Now, in the article, Alessandro states this. We've confirmed reports from this afternoon that Viacom is in the lead for a portion of the Miramax library, though no deal is done and talks are ongoing. This comes in the wake of Lionsgate withdrawing its bid to focus on growing its own core business. So yeah. Good thing that Lionsgate backed out. Yeah. That said, Lionsgate's current worldwide home entertainment rights deal, packaged and digital to the Miramax library, which it has for the past 7 years, remains intact. We understand that 30% to 50% of the Miramax film library is up for sale as the auto B&B Group seeks to maintain a controlling stake of the 700th title library built by Harvey and Bob Weinstein. That includes Pulp Fiction and Best Picture Oscar winners Shakespeare in Love, The English Patient, and Chicago. Reports plague the value of that stake at around $100 million. Yeah. When news broke out in June that Beaton's interest in selling a portion of the library, a $650 million number was floated, but sources who have experience in the library, which is clock full of art house titles, said that $325 million plus for the entire asset was more reasonable. Film Yard paid Disney $663 million back in 2010, but that consisted of close to $3 million in cash receivables. Miramax was acquired by BN from Comedy Capital in 2016. Now, this is a picture of the recent Halloween movie with Jamie Lee Curtis. And I noticed that a lot of you really enjoyed that movie. Well, so do I. Just like the original. Now, under CEO Bill Black, Miramax has been aiming to capitalize on the titles of its library. Last year, in conjunction with Blumhouse and Universal, there was a reboot of Halloween for the library that cost $255 million worldwide. Right. The Halloween franchise has been around since 1978, and a sequel was released 40 years later. That stuff for Miramax is Guy Ritchie's shoot 'em up, The Gentleman, and already being released by STX. In fact, Miramax is in business with Viacom's Paramount TV Studios as they're co-developing a TV series based on the 1998 Gwyneth Paltrow fantasy drama Sliding Doors. The movie, written and directed by Peter Howard, followed a London woman on two hypothetical paths. As one where she gets some oldie and catches her boyfriend in bed with another woman, the other where she doesn't. No writer has been attached to the new project yet. There's even been a buzz of a No Country for Old Men series being in early development as well. Now, as you all know, No Country for Old Men starred Javier Bardem, directed by the Coen brothers, and won an Oscar for Best Picture. Sources tell us that with Viacom merging with CBS, they remain a stronger financial position to take on the Miramax library. Not to mention, as media companies seek to upper hand in the current streaming environment. A film dialogue comes in quite handy. Viacom bought the free ad-supported Pluto streaming service in January for $340 million. CBS has its own streaming services, Showtime and CBS All Access, which are expected to cap out 25 million subscribers by 2022. Bloomberg first reported on today's news today about Viacom taking the lead in the Miramax deal. So yeah, I got this from Deadline. This is actually some big news here. I found another article on Variety. It says Miramax becomes front runner for Miramax stake. Lionsgate at its bidding. This is Samuel Jackson, also for Pulp Fiction. This article was made by Dave McNary, who is a film reporter. He writes, Viacom has become the front runner to buy a stake of Miramax films, while Lionsgate has dropped out of the process, as informed sources said Wednesday. The developments were first reported by Bloomberg, which said talks that are ongoing about a possible deal for at least a $100 million merger. The companies did not respond to requests for comment. Such a deal like this would give Viacom access to nearly 800 titles of the Miramax library, including Pulp Fiction, directed by Quentin Tarantino, and starring John Travolta, Samuel L. Jackson, and Uma Thurman, Shakespeare in Love, starring Oscar winner Gwyneth Paltrow, and Good Will Hunting, starring lovable Robin Williams, and with the screenplay directed by Matt Damon and Ben Affleck. And featured titles in this, such as Guy Ritchie's The Gentleman, which was starred by Oscar winner Matthew McConaughey. Spyglass Media Report have been exploring making a bid earlier this year, but dropped out in the process as well. The Miramax owners have offered the stake amid growing demand for film and TV assets driven by new streaming services from companies like Disney, NBC Universal, Apple, and AT&T. Viacom and CBS are merging it in order to compete effectively in the fast-changing environment. Now, as you all know, Miramax was founded in 1979 by Bob and Harvey Weinstein and sold to the Walt Disney Company in 1993, by which that time it had transformed the independent film scene by producing such titles as Sex, Lies, and Videotape and The Crying Game. Miramax's assets were acquired from Disney in 2010 by Film Yarn Holdings, consisting of Commonly Capital, To the South Corporation, and Kyoto Investment Authority. Miramax was sold by its private legal owners in 2016 to Berlin Media Group, which owns 100% of the company. It hired Bill Block as the CEO in 2017. That's also the other article I got from Variety. Now, those are the two topics that I found. About this merger. Now, we all know that Viacom and CBS all merged together, and it's great because now we have SpongeBob, now The Loud House, we have CSI, Blue Blood. Yep, we even have Teen Wolf and all that. Now, this here is pretty interesting to me because if Viacom and CBS actually buys Miramax, then it'd be great. I mean, we all know that Paramount has a lot of great movies under their belt. Now, we have The Godfather, Transformers, A Quiet Place, Paranormal Activity. There's also Top Gun, including the highest grossing movie of Paramount's library, Titanic. And they get this. Imagine all of the great Miramax films in this Paramount film library. We have Pulp Fiction, which I mentioned earlier. Yeah. There's also No Country for Old Men and There Will Be Blood, which Paramount was able to distribute both of those movies. And No Country for Old Men won an Oscar. They will also have the Oscar winning Chicago and Shakespeare in Love, but with also really great classics. Yes. And for those little family fails, they will also get the Pokemon movies 4, 5, 6, and 7. So I guess they'll have on a portion of Pokemon like that. It'll be yes. I predicting that this will work. I mean, it worked with Viacom and CBS working together. I am 100% predicting that Viacom and CBS are going to buy the Miramax library, So we can have both Viacom, CBS, and Miramax all together in the streaming service. We all know that Disney has acquired Fox for Disney Plus, and we know that AT&T has owned Time Warner. They're both merged to one. So, and we all know that Viacom has merged with CBS. So, if Viacom and CBS buy Miramax, I know that this is going to work because, something like that. This is going to be big, and let me tell you, I don't know how it's going to be, but let me tell you, Viacom, CBS, Miramax, a puppet freeway winning streak. So yeah. Well, that's all I got for today. Now, be sure to leave your comments down in the description box below. Be sure to like it, subscribe it, get a lot of views on it, share it with your friends a lot more. I'll be able to show and give more information on the Viacom Miramax thing going on here. Hashtag Viacom CBS, hashtag Viacom Miramax. So yeah. And be sure to stick around for our trouble because I have a Halloween themed month going on, and I know you guys are gonna love it. So yeah. I'm Sawtelle, and I'll see you guys next time.